Welcome to the End Show, a production of Hillendale Christian Church and hosted by the Hillendale Ministerial Staff. Our special guest for this week is Terena Moore.
Thank you for joining us this week. Our scriptural thought comes from Luke chapter 11, verses 2 through 4. Jesus said to them, "When you pray, say, Father, hallowed be your name, your kingdom come. Give us each day our daily bread. Forgive us our sins, for we also forgive everyone who sins against us, and lead us not into temptation." Real bread, not grocery store preservative full bread, gets moldy after a few days. Our scriptural thought for this week is, are we daily asking and trusting God to provide everything that we need?
Well, today we are fortunate to have on our show Terena Moore. She is the wife of Wes and the mother of triplets who are Aiden and Amber and Nathan, 2 girls and a boy. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How old are your kids?
My triplets are 7 years old. They just turned 7 April 5th.
Wow. Yeah, and I want to say, well, I can't imagine what it's like to have triplets, but I'm like one of the only people that can. So I know you live a wild life, and actually Terena and Wes have sort of been, they sort of staked out what our road looks like a couple years ahead of us. So I've always appreciated them since we've been here. Well, tell us about Hillendale. How did you get hooked up to Hillendale? What kind of drew you here, kept you here?
10 years ago, Missy and Billy Bryant actually invited us here. Wesley and I moved to Lexington 10 years ago and was looking for a church home. And we visited Hillendale for the first time, and we have been here ever since. We loved it here. Just really family oriented, made a lot of friends here, and they have welcomed our family completely, so we stayed.
All right, well, great. We're glad that you're here. Now, your kids are 7 years old, and were they born premature or anything like that?
They were born at 30 weeks, and they spent 6 weeks in the NICU, and came home. Aiden and Nathan actually came home first, and Amber came home a week later, so okay. 6 weeks of NICU life.
All right, tell us about some of Amber's challenges that she's dealt with and worked on overcoming.
Amber started out really small and very ill, and we took her to several doctors and found out she has cystic fibrosis. And cystic fibrosis is a genetic disease that Wesley and I are gene carriers for and did not know that we were. And so we have learned a lot about CF over the years. Originally thought I would just get it fixed and found out that it can't just be fixed, but it attacks the lungs and digestive tract. So most CF people pass away of lung failure.
Okay.
So that's what it is.
All right. And what kind of issues does she have with that right now?
She has digestive problems. She takes about 1,200 pills a month to digest foods that she eats. She takes 3 pills every time she eats a meal and 2 with every snack. And if she didn't do that, she would have a lot of digestive problems. She also has pretty healthy lungs. We do 4 breathing treatments and a vest treatment a day to keep her lungs clear. And so she takes a lot of treatments a day, but stays very healthy actually. So.
Oh, great. Yeah, and you'll see some pictures here of the kids, and they are active and cute as anything. So, tell us about a deal that Amber had recently where she had an infection and what happened with all that.
I found out a couple of months ago that she had MRSA actually, and that's an infection that is resistant to most antibiotics. And was kind of given a grim, well, I'm sorry to tell you, Amber has MRSA, but there was a regimen of antibiotics, taking bleach baths actually, doing all kinds of different things to Amber. And the doctors gave me the opportunity to do this and told me that there's only been 2 people at UK Hospital that's ever been eradicated with MRSA. So I took the treatment home for the day and thought about it and prayed a lot about it, and brought it to the church and to several different people that have really thought about it, and we did the regimen of treatments, and Amber's actually the third person at UK Hospital that's ever been eradicated of MRSA. Wow. So she no longer has it. We've done several testings since then, and it no longer exists in her, so it's gone.
Yeah, that is really
it's
incredible.
amazing. It makes me get chill bumps every time, but yeah.
That's very inspiring.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's amazing. She went through a lot of treatments for it and a lot of things that most kids probably wouldn't hang in there for, but
yeah.
She and I had a talk, and she did it, so.
You know, when you take 1,200 pills a month, the last thing you need is worrying about one more thing.
Another round. I think it added 3 more treatments to her day, plus, literally giving her bleach baths in the bathtub and everything, so. But she hangs in there.
That's really cool.
She's strong.
Well, you have started an organization, and I understand you guys are this close to becoming an official nonprofit. Yes. Tell us about Amber's Angels.
Amber's Angels. We found out Amber had CF at 3 months old, and went to a Great Strides walk when she was 5 months old with just my husband and his brother and sister, and found out that there's actually a team out there, people that fundraise, and so later that year we came up with Amber's Angels as our team name, and the first couple of years we turned in, a couple $1,000, had just family members walking, and then this past year we just walked last Saturday. We had 130 walkers, and we're going to have $20,000.
Wow.
So we were the #1 fundraising team for CF last year in the state of Kentucky. So.
All right.
And hope to be this year.
Yeah, I think someone's going to have to work pretty hard to top you on that.
We're pretty excited about it.
Oh, that's super. Well, what was your secret to raising $20,000 and 130?
Oh, we've done everything. We had breakfast with Santa and treated kids to a pancake breakfast and raised a lot of money there. I did a letter campaign, sent out 200 letters to just random people and got donations that way. We did a silent auction back in my hometown and raised $14,000 there. We have a golf outing actually this Saturday that will raise some money, and then just generosity from friends and family of donations. So.
Great.
We actually donated a little over $10,000 to Great Strides, which is the research part of CF, and then I'm writing a check for over $10,000 next week to UK.
Cool.
So
does it feel weird to write a check for $10,000?
It feels wonderful. It's wonderful. It just makes me feel so good knowing that we've donated to research, and then now we're going to donate to Kentucky Cystic Fibrosis Services, and they actually give medicines and things to families that can't afford the medical treatment for their children. They just go ahead and take care of it there, so to make sure kids have what they need. And we've never donated to that, didn't really think about it, but really felt compelled this year that we should do that, so we've split it 50-50, and we're going to help some families around Kentucky. So.
Wow. Well, let me just say that we are really proud of you guys, and appreciate you setting the bar high for all the rest of us, and any way we can ever pray for you or minister to your family.
Well, I can tell you, we have brought several things to the church and have had several phone calls and letters and tons of prayers that have followed through every time. So.
Great. Well. You keep it up, and we'll try to keep it up.
Thank you.
Well, thanks so much, Terena, for being on the show today.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us this week. We hope to see you this Sunday at 9:15 for classes and 10:30 for worship. Between now and then, let us know how we may be able to pray for you and minister to you.